Okay, Andrei, riddle me this. We're getting Golmud. We're getting Grand Bazaar. We're getting Wake Island. We're getting Downtown, probably. Propaganda was leaked. There's another map called Suru Reef coming. And there's other 2 maps are coming that God knows what they're leaked. God knows. Why is... Also, proximity chat, platoons, server browser, leaderboards, and you still don't want to play Battlefield with me? Explain.
That is a good question. Maybe because my time is limited. That is my first excuse. And... well, that's my only excuse. I don't have time. I don't want to. And you could still sponsor me. I mean, if you sponsor me, we can talk about playing together. But that is another topic that we can discuss later. Other than that, the first thing that came to my mind.
Wait. We're still in the intro bit, so keep it short.
Okay. They are stuck in the past. That's what I'm gonna say. Maybe it triggers some people, but
okay.
Sounds anyway, like they're stuck in the past.
Welcome to Battlefield 1 Podcast. We'll talk about Battlefield. Let's just go straight to it.
But then when you've got Angel screaming, "Angel does it again!" and
that was something, right?
That was something.
I'm sorry, you canceled the support for the game a month ago.
Why would they even host a trade?
I don't know.
And I sit down and he picks up one donut and eats it. So you want to like QA games?
When the rubber meets the road, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I don't like seeing Mario get his skull smashed."
Oh, I would love to see that.
It doesn't work.
I would love to see
that.
Again. Okay, so first and foremost, of course, if you've been listening to this for a while, you know what I'm gonna say. So thank you guys for listening to us, choosing us to listen to us every week for an hour. Talk about Battlefield. Thank you so much, and of course, thank you our Patreon supporters for all the support. Because without you, my motivation to make this show would not be will be non-existent, honestly. So thank you guys for all your support and all that kind of stuff. So patreon.com/TheLankySoldier for early access, extra episodes, all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys. So, yeah, it's gonna be a very casual episode today, because I said last week that me and Andrew's gonna come in and just talk about Hardline and all that kind of stuff. And then now I know what they dropped, like a roadmap for the next year for Battlefield 6. And so it's gonna be a very casual episode, just like the good old days, you know, before Battlefield 6 was announced. So, I don't know how this is gonna go, I have no idea, but just enjoy the conversations, I guess. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. So, let's just talk about Battlefield. So anyway, Andrei, why are you not playing games with me? Why you don't want to play Battlefield with me anymore? Why you suck?
This is a good question. I don't know.
Why are you such a horrible friend?
That is another good question. I don't know.
Is there anything
Why
know?
are you guilt-tripping me?
My shell, my rules. I can guilt trip as much as I want.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, so... Alright, tell me. So, Battlefield 6 is getting... Because we have to mention this. So, we're getting all this stuff. We're getting proximity chat, platoons, server browser, leaderboards, Golmud. We're getting Grand Bazaar, Wake Island, probably Downtown, all that stuff. And before we continue, guys, I'm just gonna say this. We're gonna talk about this the next episode in more detail, but I just want to get his opinion about this. So, why you don't want to play Battlefield with me?
The opinion of someone who doesn't play the game.
You hear all this stuff that you wanted, God knows since when.
Yeah, that's true, and one part of me is very excited, because these are great maps. Another part that, you know, wants to trigger other people is that they're stuck in the past, they're out of ideas, and they can't make something great from scratch. But, yeah. That is my opinion so far on that.
I mean,
Also, you've mentioned all of these great things, and there's one thing missing that would be perfect to come back. And I've mentioned it before, and I will mention it again. Give me back Battle Log.
Okay, that's the only thing that is missing from this roadmap they announced. Mm-hmm. I think Abe was in Discord saying like, "Oh, bring Foreign Field and we're good."
Hell yeah, we're straight back to 2013. Not gonna lie.
We're even getting ranked mode, by the way.
Okay, that is interesting.
Like Battlefield never had a rank mode. Like I don't think people realize how big of a deal that is.
I have to cancel you on that. Technically, they had a ranked mode, but I don't think it has made it to the live game, and that was in Battlefield
fuck.
1.
No. Oh no, okay. You're thinking about incursions. That was not really a rank mode. That was just a separate build of the game.
Also,
alpha,
Battlefield Hardline.
Yeah,
had
which
a
is
ranked mode,
quite ironic.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to mention that.
How did they work in Hardline though?
Oh, I don't know, but I remember it. That's something.
It was 5-on-5, I remember, right?
It was 5-on-5. I remember that too. Yes, I think it was just you played and you had an elo rating. That's it. And when you win, you gain elo, and when you lose elo. I think it was pretty basic, and I mean I need to Google it too, but that's how I have it in my head.
Yeah.
Visible elo and ranks. Imagine Counter-Strike pretty much. Visible elo plus
Well,
ranks.
it was search and destroy, right? I
Not
don't remember.
just.
I don't remember
I
what
think
game
it
mode
had
they used.
two or three modes. I think. Like I said, I need to Google that.
But yeah, so Battlefield 6. First they're gonna be RedSec on ranked mode, and then multiplayer is gonna get like a season or two later, which is, yeah, great. But yeah, like everything in that. Oh, custom lobby, spectator mode, all that kind of stuff. There's so much they announced. It's just like, I'm like, yeah, how can anyone not be excited? Come on, you only have to install Battlefield 6 and play with us. Come on, you're missing out. And people bitch about all the live servers and everything, but you know what? It's still a good game. It's still a good game.
I don't know. I haven't played it.
Also,
I played the beta a little bit, but I'm not dropping $70. I can tell you that.
you don't have to. Just
It's $70.
It's not $70 though. Is it still $70?
It's $70.
I need to check now. I'm curious now. Actually, I'll check it later.
Why are you not believing me?
It must be.
I have the purchase page on my screen right now.
And
it says $69.99.
Still 69 fucking euros. Jesus.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. Well, granted, there's loads of free trials happening. Once in a while they do that. But yeah, like, hey, Battlefield 6 is in a okay spot in terms of like gameplay wise. I think it's good. It's just, and after they announce all this, I'm like, yep, I'm good. I'm sorry for the rest of the year until Modern Warfare 4.
Okay, remind me. It wasn't like I saw in the news, in the media, that they lost like 95% of their player base.
Oh yeah,
just like a couple of weeks after launch. Also, a really bad delayed season 1 or season 2. I'm not sure.
Yeah, season 2 was delayed by a month. But then again, Vince Zampella fucking died, so
that is a big loss. I really like the dude, and he was also was responsible for Battlefield Hardline as well. No, he wasn't. He was the Titanfall guy. I'm so sorry. He's the Titanfall guy.
Yeah, Titanfall guy. Actually, they added so you know in Battlefield 6 you can have patches on your soldier and stuff. They recently they added a Titanfall patch to in his memory.
That is wholesome, kind of.
Yeah, so you can basically run a Titanfall type of badge in Battlefield 6, which is cool. But yeah, listen, we're gonna talk about this in the next episode, but yeah, just all this is just because we had to mention, because it's such a big news.
Can I get something in your head?
Yeah, go on.
Now that you made me think about it, imagine Titanfall 3 with a modified Source 2 engine.
If only. The things I would do for Titanfall 3.
I miss Titanfall so much.
I miss Titanfall, yeah. I mean, I'm glad Titanfall 2 is still somewhat surviving, and this you can find servers and still play it. But
that tells you something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know this is not a Titanfall episode. Maybe we should do a Titanfall episode one day.
Why not? We can do one on Patreon. I don't mind.
I remember how much fun we've had. Also in the PvE mode. Back in the days when we were still the antisocial squad. Those were the days. Do you
Oh, yeah.
remember?
Of course I do remember, my dude. the whole original podcast back in the day was literally was from that.
The Antisocial Squad, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
I remember the special episode we made when it was around Christmas and we
Oh my
played
God,
Cards Against
Mattia
Humanity.
Mattia keeps always remind me about that episode. She has it
That
saved.
is such a good episode. It was also like, how do you call it? Not cringe, but you know,
Well, we're
it
so
had
young, though.
special custom cards, I remember. Let's just leave it at that. Do you still have it online?
I still have all the episodes saved.
Is it not online anymore? Is it not
Uh,
on YouTube anymore?
It's not, but it's privated. I mean, I can unlist it and
Oh.
send it to you if you want.
No, because I'm not gonna watch it anyways. Anything that contains my voice, I'm not going to listen to because it sounds strange.
Well, you sound better
To
now
me.
than you would sound back then. Just saying.
I had a 50 euro mic and headset.
Speaking, I was literally telling Mattia like the things we were doing back in the day regarding podcast recording, like 10 years ago. My God, such cringe, absolute cringe. So,
Dude, we were just a bunch of nerds having fun, not giving a damn about anything really. We just recorded, did our stuff, or you recorded, and then you uploaded it. There was no production or plan behind it. It was just having fun.
I mean, there was, but
and sharing it with the audience, you know.
yeah, there was some planning, but at one point we took it too seriously. But now it's a bit loosey-loosey, just because, just to keep the natural conversation
I
going.
mean, you have found your sweet spot.
I think I did, honestly, because it just works. I don't know why. It just works. Don't get me wrong. I
It's
get the
magic.
It's
if
magic,
I can
yeah.
quote Patrick Bach.
Yeah, it's magic. It gets annoying with certain bits, but you know what? From what we had back in the day and what we have right now, night and day difference. You know, like we have so many listeners on a regular basis. That's why I have to like shield it for the Patreon of ours, because hey, if we can make some money out of it and people love the content and we can provide the content, okay, man, I'm not gonna stop you. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as simple as that.
Okay, how many do we have? Because I don't know. I mean, I
You
know
wa-
that you
with
had
free-
a search, but that was
I
with
do
the release.
I do include all even the free members on the list on the end of the episode. So I was like,
Okay,
we have over 50 people on Patreon right now.
that is good. And
Yeah.
you still haven't paid me, by the way, like you promised.
Yeah. I'll buy Battlefield 6. What about that?
Oh, that sounds good. Yes.
People still subscribe to Patreon, so I can buy a fucking game.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. Patreon.com/TheLankySoldier. But yeah, the roadmap is good, and we'll talk about it next episode in more details, but I just want to get Andres' opinion about this. Although I have to mention this quickly, I kind of agree with you that they kind of stuck in the past, but I understand why they do in this, because Battlefield is... I think Battlefield 6 was like a kind of like a low-key reset for the franchise. So just bringing the fan-favorite maps back, like the mascots of the franchise, like Wake Island, for example. I don't like Wake Island. Like, don't get me, I really dislike Wake Island, but it is it's a mascot type of map for the franchise. So I don't mind it they adding it. I don't want it, but it's fine. Because it's just one of those like things like the game feels more complete when you have these kind of maps in the game. I think that's...
I have an opinion on that.
What's the opinion?
If it's a reset of the franchise or a true reboot, then don't dwell too much in the past. Take what made the franchise great and, you know, continue on that. That is my opinion on it.
I do
Because when you put in all of these old maps that obviously played different in the older installments, it will always be compared to the last titles.
I'm
which
guessing
in
I'm
my
guessing-
opinion, you don't want when you have a complete reset of the franchise, right?
I'm guessing you haven't
Yes.
seen how Golmud looks right now, right? From
No,
the
I
labs.
have not. I have not seen anything.
I'm telling you right now, you could not recognize this as Golmud until someone would tell you it's Golmud, or maybe you saw the train track. That's it. I could not recognize
okay.
Golmud from the game because it's bruh. So they added greenery. It's like pretty green, right? Golmud's pretty green. There's flowers and huge mountains on the side of the map. It's like a little paradise, basically in the middle of nowhere. The A and B flag, the town on the north of the map, completely different and redesigned. You could not recognize this as Golmud, but in a good way. Like like it feels like a brand new map. You could not tell this is Golmud. You
Are
could
there
not tell.
screenshots?
Yeah, like plenty of screenshots. Like, wait, I have it. I can share it right now in Discord right now. I think I have it on my.
Yeah, please. I actually want to
here
see
we go.
that.
Here we go. I have it.
But then again, you can easily you can see it's Golmud. There is like
Yeah, from this screenshot, yeah. But when you were when I was watching the gameplay, and I could barely tell.
even if you show me gameplay, you can definitely tell that this is Golmud.
Wasn't that obvious from the leaked gameplay I've seen. But from this point of view, for this picture, yeah, you can tell it's Golmud. But yeah, it looked nice, played well from what I've seen. So like yeah, and they're adding Grand Bazaar.
But my opinion still stands, to be honest. I mean, look, when they made COD Modern Warfare 2019
A classic.
a classic, they deviated from their usual map design a lot. You used to have like 3 or 4 lanes at max, and now the map design is way more complex than it was in, for example, in Black Ops 2 or COD Ghosts, Infinite Warfare. Those are the ones that I have in my head where they still had the old map design philosophy, and with 2019 they changed that. And with the other releases after Modern Warfare 2, they iterated on that. And I don't want to say they have a complete new identity because it still feels like COD, but it's just so much better than it was in the old days, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And they also expanded. It's not just an arcade shooter anymore with 10v10 TDM and kill confirmed and stuff like that. You also have kind of conquest. I don't know what it's called right now, but you know it was a big deal in 2019 when they introduced vehicles as well. Right?
Ground
they didn't
war,
have
ground
any
war,
vehicles.
ground war.
Exactly, ground war. I mean, then you had enormous success with the Battle Royale as well. And in my opinion, they did everything right for COD and how they moved it forward. I mean, they have different issues right now. You know, I haven't played the new ones. I haven't kept up with it because I don't have time.
Complicated business. It's a
Exactly. That is what I've heard as well. And that's why I've mentioned earlier that going back in the past and bringing back old maps maybe not a good idea, especially at the start when you have a reboot, you know?
Well, it's technically not a reboot. I mean, we talking about Battlefield 6 or Modern Warfare?
Battlefield 6. And,
Yeah,
you know,
Battlefield,
all of
Battlefield
the
6 was more
announcements.
like a reset, not a reboot. Me and Ray have been kind of saying this for a while. I dislike the name Battlefield 6 because it's basically, and because everything's based in the game and all that kind of stuff. It screams
I feel
reboot, but it's not a
Yeah.
reboot.
But it's also complicated. I mean, Battlefield 3 had a story, Bad Company had their squad, and, you know, Battlefield 4 with Irish and Wrecker and the other guy, they tried to expand on it with 2042, and, you know, Battlefield 5 was alternate Was it alternate history?
Not
World War II or
really,
something?
more like just whatever. Just World War II game.
Yeah, and of course you had Battlefield 1 with World War 1, so you can't really take the story from Battlefield 4 and, suddenly put it in the past, because things have happened, and they kind of have to retcon 2042 now, because things, as far as I remember, didn't really make sense.
You want to know a funny thing? Battlefield 6 and 2042 isn't still in the same universe. Battlefield 6 has loads of hints to 2042 being in the prequel to 2042.
What year is Battlefield 6?
2028.
2028. Okay.
And
Sounds
for
interesting.
For
But
example,
then again, does it really make sense for Battlefield to have a continuous storyline throughout multiple games? I mean, it worked well.
I
with
think
Black
it
Ops,
does. I think it
No.
does as long as it makes sense. Right now, it doesn't.
Exactly, and that's a problem,
I kind of wished that this was the reboot of the franchise, regardless if I like the factions or not. It doesn't matter. I kind of wished it was a reboot, but it's not. So that means it's still part of the universe, and I'm like, I don't like this. But then again, that means for the next game, like you said, like this stuck in the past, or like I start bringing all these new maps and everything. What they gonna do for the next game? Are we bringing all these maps back into the new game, like carry forward stuff like Call of Duty does, or are we starting everything from scratch, or is it gonna be a reboot again, or something like that, or are we taking the franchise maybe to the future somewhere? What's the plan? What's the long-term plan here? That's what I'm wondering about.
Yep, that is a thing that we can't answer. They have to figure it out themselves.
But yeah, that's Battlefield 6. But that not the main topic, funny enough, for this episode. But yeah,
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, if we look back, even though I'm not an avid player anymore, I used to love this franchise. I played it to death. I started with Bad Company 2. In total, from Bad Company 2 to Battlefield 5, I have over 3,000, maybe scratching 4,000 hours. I haven't really touched 2042. Have not played Battlefield 6 yet, but I would love for the franchise to move forward and get better and be fun. I mean, I can't judge Battlefield 6. I haven't played it yet. If I play it and it's fun, then that's nice.
I personally have fun. You know what? I don't even hate the operations they added in the game right now.
They have operations?
Added it last week, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm glad you're sponsoring me. I loved operations in Battlefield 1.
It's only 2 maps right now. Well, one operation, but it's only a map. It's already got leaked that they're adding more. It's LTM right now, but it's not gonna be LTM. There's gonna be permanent soon.
But every game kind of had a feature that was remembered for, right? I mean, Battlefield 4, you had Levolution. Battlefield Hardline also has Levolution. They didn't really put in anything new, Not that I can tell top of my head. Battlefield 5, you had the attrition system that immediately pops in my head. You also had building. I don't know what you call it anymore, but you could rebuild destroyed buildings. Add cover.
The fortifications or whatever they were called.
Fortifications, yes. That was a core feature of Battlefield 5 that they sadly haven't moved on to the next games. Battlefield 2042, what did they have? I mean, tornadoes. It's the only thing I remember, and huge maps with a too high player count. Yeah, Battlefield 6. I can't tell you what feature they have that hasn't been added yet. But I would love to have Levolution back. Maybe enhanced destruction with Levolution. On top of that, fortifications.
Battlefield 6 has good destruction. It does have good destruction. I think that destruction in the game is not the weakest point of this title, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, but I think it's fine. For what it's supposed to
be.
Yeah, for what it's supposed to do, it's fine. It's fine. you know. And for example, if you, I don't know, the way I feel about Battlefield right now, like whatever people think about, oh, this and that, and the whole live servers and so on, you know what? We're getting features right now, at least from this roadmap, that we've been requesting for God knows how long. Listen, I'm excited for just ranked play, just ranked mode, like a proper ranked mode, actual Battle Royale ranked mode, and multiplayer ranked mode. Just like, that's unheard of. That's something I wanted like 10 years ago, and we're finally getting it. Like, you know what? I'm just excited just to get it, finally. You know, finally. Whether it be perfect or not, it doesn't matter. It's coming. It's happening. And I've been asking for like 10 years now. Is it a bit too late in a sense? You know what? I don't care. I'm just happy that it's coming. And there's something to look forward to, you know? Yeah, Golem, Ground Bazaar, all the, you know, Wake Island, you know, all your fan favorites are coming back. You know what? I don't mind. I'm in this point in my life, like, I just want to enjoy the little stuff that the life provides. If the game can provide that, just enjoy it, like, give me that a bit of nostalgia and maybe push the franchise a little bit forward. Perfect. I mean, what else I can ask for, honestly? But that's my personal opinion. Instead of bitching about something, like, yeah, I'll bitch about something specific, but it's just like,
you know what would be a better map to add that goes with the time right now? Carg Island.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm kind of well, not even Carg Island. What about Striker Karkan, for example, too? Like, there should be, and like people been asking for, which I agree. But yeah, Carg Island will be on point. But I don't know. Like, there's two, well, technically 3 unannounced maps. They hinted what one of the maps is, and people are guessing it's either downtown because the coordinates say it's kind of LA. So it's like, oh, okay, so it must be a downtown. And actually, you can find downtown in the Battle Royale map. It's like lazily built outside the our bounds. It's like lazily built the whole layout of the map. So basically, yeah, okay, it's coming then. It just makes sense then. So downtown is one of those maps that's definitely coming into the game. So that's that. But yeah, Battlefield 6. Before we're gonna talk about Hardline, do you want to try to promote Patreon?
I don't think I can do that.
Okay,
I will just tell them to subscribe. That's all like
okay, before we continue with all the conversations, so okay, guys, if you enjoy the conversations and all the good stuff, you want to support us and get extra content, extra episodes, early access to future episodes, behind the scenes and extra videos, subscribe to Patreon, patreon.com/TheLankySoldier. That's patreon.com/TheLankySoldier. Join us, support us, and enjoy all the extra content. I'm not gonna do a really massive ad here, but hey, just to remind you all that, you know, just support us. You know, if you enjoyed the show, join us as a free member at least. At least you can listen to the future episodes ad-free. So yeah, thank you guys for all the support. Join the Patreon. We appreciate all your support because it helps us to move forward with the show. So I'm not gonna do anything fancy, just that. Okay, so Hardline. We were thinking. Okay, let me set the stage actually. So EA announced that they're shutting down console servers for Battlefield Hardline, and I think they're shutting down in July or June, one of those months. And I decided, wouldn't it be fun to go back to Hardline and experience the game again, just to see if maybe I hated it too much, maybe Andre loved it too much, whatever the case may be, just to see how the game is these days. So we installed Hardline. I forced him to install Hardline. We played a couple rounds. First and foremost, it was a bitch to kickstart the server, obviously, because we joined a server with like 4 people. It was like Conquest something, Downtown Conquest, or Hotwire, here we go. It was Hotwire, 4 players. I was like, okay, bro, this is unplayable. This is
I have a question.
Yeah, go on.
I know you're still setting the stage and everything, but
Nothing to say.
I just remembered that you could still rent servers from third parties.
You can, yeah.
So on PC, it should technically still be playable, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it will be. It will be, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
It's just for the consoles because it's not third party. It's hosted by, them.
Who cares about consoles?
Yeah, fuck it. But yeah, so we basically play Hardline. It was a bitch to kickstart the server because there's no people. We did manage to gather enough people somehow to start a 6-on-6 Conquest Small game on, what's it called, Bank? Is that how the map called? The mascot map of the game with a vault.
Maybe Bang or Heist or something. Yeah.
I think it's called Heist. Bank or Heist, one of those. So it's the most iconic map from the game, basically. And we managed to play a Conquest Small night version of it, by the way. Managed to play a 6-on-6 Conquest Small. So we got a full game. And after that, we managed to play a bit of Blood Money on the block, which is basically the
best name of a map.
Yeah, the two iconic maps from Hardline. Somehow we managed to just kickstart the server and managed to play like 2 full games. So that's great. So how you loved Hardline back in the day?
I loved it.
Okay, so explain, why did you love Hardline so much back in the day?
That's a good question.
I hated that game.
Why did I love it? I mean, yes, you did, but the way you played it, you had a blast, so maybe you've changed your opinion on it.
I'll tell my opinion in a moment.
Okay. Well, I can't tell you why, but I have something in my head, so let me go through it. I mean, it was unexpectedly announced, wasn't it? I mean, there was a leak, of course. There was a leak,
yeah.
But they announced it and pretty much immediately dropped a playable alpha or beta version for pretty much everyone.
As soon as they announced it, yeah.
Exactly. And it was downtown,
It was downtown, yeah.
That was the alpha map. And I just remember playing it, and I also thought that the Cops and Robbers theme was a bit wild, having military weapons and gadgets and everything. And it was only a reskin, right? The soldiers were cops and robbers, but they did pretty much everything. I mean, even the voice over when you threw a gadget or something was just military style, right, with like a gang slang attached to it. So that was pretty wild, but I had a blast playing it. It was just really crisp gunplay. The sound design goes down like oil. Like when we played last week and I spawned with my M16A3 and I shot it, I don't know why, but every time I shoot that weapon I get a surge of dopamine because it just sounds so good. And it's pretty much with all of the weapons except the battle rifles. Those sound trash. But
I forgot they had battle rifles.
fun gameplay, fun gunplay. Blood Money was also something very refreshing. And
I like Blood Money, actually. I actually like Blood Money.
Yeah, I mean, when they shut down the alpha or beta or whatever you want to call it, I was just sitting there, going back to Battlefield 4 thinking, or, in my head, like, I want to play Hardline right now. Because I had so much fun. I mean, Battlefield 4 is fun as well, It's also dear to my heart, but it just stayed in my head that I want to play Hardline, and I couldn't wait for it. I bought the ultimate version of it. And I couldn't understand the hate for it. I mean, the Battlefield community is very special. I mean, when they had the Battlefield 5 announcement with the prosthetics in the reveal trailer, I also didn't think much of it. I wasn't hating on it,
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't find it as ridiculous as other people.
I was inside. I was at the event when Battlefield 5 was announced.
Yeah.
With what's his name, Trevor Noah presenting. Literally, he was like 20 meters away from me, in front of me. I did not hate the reveal. I think it was fine. I did not enjoy that it's World War II game, but you know what? It looked somewhat okay and interesting. So I'm like, looks more interesting than Battlefield 1, so I'll give it that. And then then I come home and I see all the dislikes and everything. I'm like, oh, people hated this. I'm like, okay. But that's Battlefield 5. Regarding Hardline, I was against the idea of a police versus robots type of game, especially when it comes to Battlefield game, because I remember how they would try to market the game back in the day. It's like, oh, this is Battlefield, but it's like, it's a war game against crime. It's the most stupid marketing slogan you could ever think of. Like, oh, it's a war game, but it's war against crime or some shit, against like criminals or something like that. I'm like, okay, stop. Now I'm just making fun of us. I remember when the leak was happening about Hardline, I hated the idea of like the police and the robots. Like, to this day, I still don't like the aesthetic. To this day, I still don't like the aesthetic of Battlefield Hardline. The aesthetic of Battlefield Hardline is still very ridiculous. It just doesn't work to me. Like, and I get what they were going for. They were going for that like 80s, 90s, aesthetic. Like the very goofy, very specific art style and the idea behind it. I get that. But for me, it just did not resonate as it's supposed to. But it's just maybe for non-American guy, maybe just that's why it doesn't resonate. I think I always found it goofy.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's ridiculous. Imagine having that in London.
We have knives. We have knife crimes here. It's fine.
Yeah, you have knife crimes, but just imagine like citizens
we just shank each other.
AR-15s or M16A3s, it's ridiculous. So, I mean, yes, but I still think that the outrage behind the setting was forced, or I think forced is the wrong word, and I'm sorry because I don't speak English often. I'm struggling with a few words in my head. I just want to say that. And
proceed to speak German.
I mean, it's the same with Battlefield 5. It got so much hate where it shouldn't have, in my opinion. In the end, the only thing that matters is, are you having fun with the game? Because if the setting was trash and it played like shit, then yes, hate on it. I would hate on it on too. But I had so much fun in that game that I didn't really care about the setting. Yes, it's goofy, but it was fun. Pretty much.
After playing the game again, I did re-listen and rewatch some of the videos we did back in the day, just to see just to remember how I felt about the game. To this day, I still feel the same, in a sense. I still dislike the game, but playing again, it does kind of make me appreciate. Well, the game doesn't feel like shit, so that's good. For example, we played maybe last year. We did launch Battlefield 4 for a little bit, for nostalgia reasons. Also,
did we?
Me and someone else.
Okay.
We played Battlefield 4 for a little bit, and I was flabbergasted. Like, just, oh wow, this. I remember I treated this game like it's the standard back in the day, which was back in the day was the standard in terms of like how the game feels, how the controls feel, how everything felt. It felt really good back in the day. But after playing Battlefield 4, like 10 years later, a decade later, my God, the game did not age. It's not aging well. It's very clunky. It's very I don't know what to say, but it's like it's missing the stuff we take for granted these days. Like jumping over walls or sliding, or just like simple, like how like your character feels like you're in control, like it feels smooth and responsive, all that kind of stuff, right? Battlefield 4 is not aging well, and I was like, oh, this felt clunky. I'm like, oh, this is not good. How the fuck we used to love this? What the fuck? And then we played Hardline. I was kind of surprised that I did not hate how the game felt. The game did feel good to control your character. So what I like about Modern Warfare 2019, it felt good how you control the character. I played it again, which is quite was a wake-up call. But I think Hardline felt good right now to play because it was not clunky like Battlefield 4, for example. It felt smoother and all that kind of stuff. The shooting feels good, but there's a lot of visual recall that is like, ooh, that's like it kind of blocks your field of view. Like it's kind of hard to aim because your gun fucking shakes like crazy. I'm like, oh, did we used to have that?
I knew that you would mention it because back in Battlefield 4, they kind of removed visual recoil because the dot and the red dot side stayed centered, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that in Hardline. And you know what's the first thing I did when we started the game? Because I had that in my mind, visual recoil. And I stood 20 meters away from a wall and I just shot the gun, right? And I saw where the bullets were going. And I had in mind that it was especially bad with the handguns. Shoot a handgun against the wall 20 meters. That is horrible.
Horrible.
But,
horrible.
But I don't know why. It's very manageable with fully automatic weapons. Like the M16A3 doesn't have a too high RPM.
You get used to it.
It doesn't have much recoil. So you get used to it. You can kind of laser beam those weapons. They pretty much only have a vertical recoil, maybe a little bit to the left or to the right. But compared to like Battlefield 1 weapons or the weapons from Battlefield 5, because that's the last game that I played a lot, like over 100 hours, they had much more sway to the left and right as well. So you, in my opinion, or maybe I'm just getting old, you can't really laser beam those weapons.
I mean, these days in Battlefield 6, for example.
I mean, I haven't played Battlefield 6 really, so I can't tell you how the recoil feels.
Battlefield 6 is you need to tap fire it because the bloom will take over. You can't really laser beam.
Okay, well that's a problem because my mouse does double clicks or triple clicks when I click once because it's wireless trash, I guess.
what the game has to do with that?
Also, my scroll wheel doesn't work anymore. Sometimes when I scroll down, it scrolls up.
So what you're saying is skill issue.
Yeah, but if I have to tap fire, that's bad. I mean, I used to be a one-tap wonder in CSGO. I used to one-tap everything with the AK-47. I can't do that anymore because when I tap once, the gun will shoot twice, and that's the reason why I don't play Counter-Strike anymore.
Okay, so get a new mouse.
I don't want to get a new mouse. They're too expensive.
What do you mean? Get someone for 30 euros and you'll be fine. Get some...
No, I want a wireless one.
Yeah, Mattia got me a fucking wireless one. Matti! How much was the mouse? £30 for this one I have. It's a wireless Logitech mouse.
I have the G Pro wireless, okay? That mouse should be one of the best wireless mice. And now that I have it for like 4 years. Yeah, 5 years. I have it for 5 years now.
Yeah, she got me this mouse for Christmas. It's like 30 quid.
Yeah, but still.
35 euros.
Why does it have these issues after 4 to 5 years? It was $90 on sale.
Jesus, man. I think it's just bad at buying shit. Anyway, going back on topic, just get a new mouse. 20, my dude. 25 euros.
I was thinking getting the G Pro Wireless X2 Super Strike, but that just came out and it costs £180.
Oh, apparently my mouse apparently went in price. Now it's 25. So 30 euros now. Regardless, 30 euros. You can get a good mouse for 30 euros. Get some old mouse from 5 years ago. It will last you for a while.
Do you have Discord open?
Yes.
I want this mouse.
For fuck's sake. Why do you want a $200 fucking mouse?
Because it's the best wireless mouse you can buy.
But you don't play fucking games, so why do you need an expensive mouse?
Okay, that's a point.
It's
actually a good point.
Think about here for a moment. Why do you need a fucking expensive? You can't even play Battlefield 6 with me because you think the game is expensive. Oh yeah, but I want to. What? Okay, can't spend $70 on a fucking game. But $200 mouse. Oh, I need that.
That's actually a good point.
I fucking need that. Here you go, kind sir. Here's my credit card details. Please, I want this white wireless
But
mouse.
stop! It has a revolutionary haptic inductive trigger system.
My dick is revolutionary. No, why do you need? Why do you need this fucking mouse?
Okay. Damn, I didn't think about that, to be honest. But
Jesus,
listen, I still have... I used to be very competitive, right? I used to know a lot
This
of
is why you should be
Counter-Strike.
excited for Battlefield 6 Roadmap, because if we get ranked mode after God knows how many years. Decades.
But I'm a casual pleb now, shut the fuck
You
up.
can get better again. You can remember how to get better.
I still have the competitive thoughts, I guess. You need the best hardware to...
You don't need best hardware.
Yeah, I know.
Your tech is fine, more than enough. You just need to play again for a little bit and you'll remember everything. It's fine. Anyway, go back.
No, I was thinking getting a new PC, but when I get a new PC, I need a new monitor, you know. Decisions. Also want a new car, but I don't have much money.
You don't have much money.
On my bank account, I don't have much money, and the stuff that I invest I'm not touching it, you know.
Man can't buy a game, but he can. But thinking about buying a $200 mouse, fucking priorities.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm thinking about buying it, and you know I think a lot. And that doesn't
I think
mean
about
anything.
a lot of things I want to buy.
Exactly, that's why I'm not buying it, because I have other things on mind that I want as well, and those things that I have on mind I also don't buy.
Subscribe to Patreon so we can buy him a fucking mouse.
I mean, I'm already getting Battlefield 6. I'm happy. Don't worry.
Okay, well, going back on Hardline. Speaking of, I did like the game mode, Hotfire and Blood Money from Hardline. I did enjoy that. Blood Money was good. I always enjoy Blood Money for many different reasons. I think it's a nice, small, compact mode, perfect infantry mode. Honestly, has kind of cool idea behind it, because you can steal from the enemy base, I guess. I don't know what to
I mean,
call it.
Hostage was also really cool. Just throwing that into the mix.
Was not a fan of Hostage. No, not a fan of it. Because it was basically Search and Destroy, but with a twist.
By the way, I'm gonna throw something completely off topic into the room, but I mean, we have played Bank, or Heist rather, on night mode.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why they can't have a day-night cycle with the maps. Or let's say they have 4 different versions or 4 different times of day on a map. Like dusk, dawn, day and night, something like that.
There was only one map in Battlefield history that ever had that. It was
Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker from Battlefield 4. Not perfect, but it had that.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but why not do it with all of the maps? Just
I do
let
agree.
them have a day-night cycle, you know? It shouldn't be hard.
You know what? This is a very unpopular opinion, maybe, but maybe not that popular with the Battlefield community. But I personally, when it comes to just normal Battlefield multiplayer, I would love to have weather effects from snowy to summer, or like you said, day to night or night to day, or switch them around. You know, it doesn't have to be always the same. It can be just random. Like some elements that changes the environment in some shape or form. You know, sandstorms, snowstorms, whatever. Like huge rain, storm, or whatever the case may be, right? Not tornadoes, but just like something that changes the visual of the map in a good way. For example,
I mean, imagine if they built on top of every Battlefield the destruction of Bad Company 2, the Levolution of Battlefield 4, the weather effects or storms from 2042. Have what's it called again? Fortifications from Battlefield 5. Imagine all of that together in one game, and then add day-night cycle and maybe seasons.
Yeah,
imagine that.
Yeah, just this. Yeah, just like that's something that changes the environment. Doesn't have to be drastic, like gameplay wise, but just a visual change. That hey, right now there's a huge fog covering half of the map. People bitch about like, oh, can't see, but that's the point. That's kind of the point. That the fog, you know.
Remember Parasol Storm before Battlefield 4 released. they had or showed a tech demo of Frostbite 3 where they could just, pull a slider forward or backward, how intense the storm on Paracel is, how high or low the waves are going when the storm intensifies, same as the wind and the palm trees swaying, just in general, the whole environmental interaction with the storm. And imagine that, I don't know how engines work, but I'm pretty sure that you can program in that you random time of day you join into the map and I don't know, have it snowy or have it be muddy, like a after storm summer evening or something like that. I'm pretty sure we have the technology to make that possible.
I want to imagine we will have that technology one day, sooner or later. Maybe if not for this game, maybe for the next game. I want to believe that. Because, hey, I'm just hoping. I know we're going back on the Battlefield 6 thing, but I'm hoping that everything they're doing right now for Battlefield 6, with all the things they announced, proximity chat, platoons, server browser, leaderboards, ranked play, all that, all this stuff, right? I hope this is not gonna be abandoned or all have to be recreated for the next game. I just hope that we just continue on this steady progression, and or Battlefield Studios in this case don't have to reinvent the wheel every fucking time there's a new game. At least I hope so.
Let me bitch about one thing, please.
Go on.
Please, let there be another Mirror's Edge. Because you said Battlefield Studios. And I remember back then, maybe it was Battlefield 3 or 4 days, where DICE said they don't want to be just a Battlefield factory. And what they are now is they are just a Battlefield factory, which makes me sad. Mirror's Edge was so good. And we've had a Mirror's Edge let me talk.
No,
we had a Mirror's Edge special episode. I loved the first Mirror's Edge. I also loved the second Mirror's Edge. Sometimes I wish there was a shooter with the movement of Mirror's Edge Catalyst. It would be kind of dope with the same parkour and stuff like that, right? But I digress. And I also don't know where I want to go with that conversation, except that every time I have the chance, I will mention Mirror's Edge. Also, I'm thinking about getting Faith's arm tattoo. But sure. I think I've mentioned that before.
Sure. Going back on Hardline. Did you play the single player for Hardline?
I think I played 2 missions.
Yeah, I played for like 2-3 missions. I just was not into it.
It was fun. I just don't know why I didn't continue it. I don't know why.
It did not hook me because I was already disliking the game a lot and playing the single player. I'm like, not feeling it. Just I played.
You're just the average hater.
I'm probably a verified hater when it comes to Hardline. Look, here's the thing. I don't hate Hardline for being Hardline. I just hate. How to describe it? What's the best way to describe this? I just I see the potential.
You're racist.
Yes.
Hardline racist.
Yeah, Hardline. That's the Hardline one. I don't know. It's just I just really don't. I just dislike the game from it had so many good quality of life stuff. Like people, for example, Battlefield 6 is adding sprays. Like you can add they're adding sprays into the game. It's like people, we don't want. Where's this Call of Duty shit? You have to remember, Hardline was the first Battlefield game to have sprays. So there's a lot of things that Hardline did first over the any Call of Duty game, for example. So you had sprays. Oh my god, Hardline was the first game that people were bitching that it had the ridiculous masks that you could equip for your soldier, like that dinosaur. There's a crocodile or some shit. I don't remember. It was a meme type of game. Hardline was never serious. It was never a serious game, which is a good thing. But for me, it's just mostly just the aesthetic did not feel right. And regarding gameplay, it's fine.
You're just not American enough.
Yeah, not American enough. Yeah, I think it had some cool ideas. the fact that they decide to put ranked mode on the premium and as a last DLC, I'm like, what the fuck? Why? That's just ridiculous.
Let me mention one thing. Weapons bench.
What was
Do you
weapons
remember?
bench? Okay,
Do you
I was
remember?
I was in the game, but I don't remember what the hell is weapons bench.
Where you can make custom skins from already existing skins.
Oh, yeah,
Gun
yeah,
patterns
yeah,
and
yeah,
all
yeah,
of that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
You
yeah.
remember now?
Now I remember, yeah.
That was
So
dope.
see that kind of stuff, right? Like,
But you can't do that because you have microtransactions now. I mean, I guess you could sell them.
you could still patterns and stuff. Like, you know
Yeah,
what? I
but
still don't
still.
understand how Battlefield 6 is not selling camos. I don't understand. Like, the whole camo system in Battlefield 6, that needs to be on the fucking roadmap. That needs to be a complete redesign, if you ask me. Complete redesign, the fucking camo system in the game. But yeah, like, just you can make your own camos and everything. I forgot how cool that is. Like, it has, like, no matter how much I might dislike Hardline, I have to admit, it had some cool stuff in it.
You know why they don't do that? Because they have to always look at the other developers. Oh my god, full sets make so much money. You can charge $20 for a bundle. Or what else? Nothing else that comes to my mind. I mean, everyone does it. Look at Overwatch, skins $20. Look at Call of Duty, bundles that go way over $20. Then you have basic skins that cost money. I mean, I've mentioned it when we were playing, but them gold battle packs, that was the transition to getting us addicted. And now that they can't do battle packs anymore or loot boxes, and they have to, get the money somewhere else. And, it's just offering bundles and full elite sets and stuff like that, or mythical, epic, and common, rarity. Yeah. Back in my days,
You know,
you
just
actually had to play the game to get the good cosmetics.
I just realized Hardline was actually the first attempt at making Battlefield franchise an annual franchise.
Kind of.
It kind of was until it got delayed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then not really. I mean, I think it was almost a year after the last Battlefield 4 expansion, then Hardline came.
So
And a year after Hardline, when they had the
Hardline-
expansions over, they
Hardline
released
originally was
Battlefield 1.
Hardline originally was supposed to release 2014 autumn.
Oh,
So
really?
a year after Battlefield 4. So literally a year after Battlefield 4. But it got delayed to March. So 5-6 months later, I think that was the delay. So it came out 2015 March. And that was supposed to be the first game to be an annual start for the Battlefield franchise. That's what people don't realize. Like, we don't want annual Battlefields. We technically already had annual Battlefields. But the problem is we never received that ever again. It's because Hardline flopped like hell. If Hardline sold so well, Battlefield would be an annual franchise right now.
What would be wild? Imagine back then, you had DICE with the main entry, then you had Visceral Games with the spin-offs, and then you had, I don't know, fucking BioWare doing some shit with it.
So the Call of Duty model, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I don't. I think you and me both agree. We don't want annual Battlefields. I personally don't want it. But also, people have to realize, like, people's like, we don't want annual Battlefields. Here's the thing. As soon as, let's say, in 3-4 years or 5 years, whatever, they're gonna achieve their annual Battlefield game. Cool. That idea is not gonna stick for long because the annual game is not gonna sell it's not gonna sell well. It's gonna be probably shit, all that kind of stuff. It's and they're gonna drop that idea very fast. It's not. It's not happening. It's just even if it's happening, it's gonna be abandoned very fast because it's not worth the squeeze, basically.
I have an opinion on that.
Yeah, go on.
There are, of course, pros and cons to annual releases. But what would be dope, in my opinion, is just Like, imagine Rainbow Six Siege, like Battlefield, like.
I will cream.
Or let me rephrase it. Let Battlefield 6 run forever, I guess. I don't know. Until people don't have fun anymore. Add seasons every year, new maps, new modes, expand on it. I mean, if you make a new game, it will be a multi-million dollar investment that has to bring money back in as well. And you know, when you have a live service, you already built the game, and you just have to add really good content on top of it. You can make new stuff. You can, I mean, we have talked about it if it's good or bad, but you can bring back old maps. You can have fun modes like Portal. You can add ranked mode. You can add cosmetics. You can build a community really, and a player base that stays and also spends money, I guess. But you know, it's either you commit to your product and you know, iterate upon it, make it better, add new content, or you do the COD way, I guess. And I think, I mean, that's a reason why I also dislike COD, is that you have all of these microtransactions, and I know that I always go back to microtransactions for some reason, but I just hate spending money on games. I mean, the reason why I hate spending money on games in game is because when I know that next year my skins will be gone because I will move to the next game, then it's all pointless to me, you know.
Same.
And if I know that the game will be around for 3 or 4 years, then I will not think so much about spending money. Maybe in year 2 or 3, or when I know the next game will be announced soon, maybe my spending habit will decrease. But if I'm speaking for me, if you want to profit off of me in your game, then
you need to
let me play it for a long time.
Yeah, you need to
let it be around for a long time.
You need to assure me that the product I pay for and I'm still spending money on is still gonna be here years later. I fully agree. That, like, I hope Battlefield 6 is being supported as long as possible. You know, for 5+ years. I will love that, and I hope. Look
at Fortnite. I spent money on Fortnite a lot. I also gifted skins to friends, and they also still play. You know, you can always come back. You know, people will play. It's a living and I guess still thriving community. That's a game where I will definitely spend money, but and it's still fun as well.
Yeah, I just hope it's gonna be support for a really long time and just keep going. Because I don't think we need a new game. Just keep going. You have the game. You have RedSec. You have ranked mode. Just keep that bitch going. Also, there was this article that just recently came out. I think it was yesterday, and I saw people retweeting, agreeing with it. I fully disagree with that article. So there was an article from PC Gamer. I need to find the title though. But basically, that PC Gamer article said that Battlefield is not a forever game. And I fully have to disagree with that. Fully disagree. Battlefield is like the perfect... Oh, here you go, found it. The title of that article is Battlefield 6 seasons should be big moments, but they are not. And it's because EA keeps drip feeding us like hamsters in a cage. It's like, okay, very aggressive title. I was reading it, and the author said like, Battlefield was never a forever type of game. No, it always been a forever type of game. It's always been like that. That's the whole idea behind the franchise. That's why I fully disagree with this PC Gamer article, which I should probably mention on the next episode to talk about in more detail. Actually, I'm gonna put this in my notes. It's just like, it's a forever type of game. Like, look at Battlefield 4, look at Battlefield 1 and 5. People still play those games in like 20,000 players on those servers. You know, that's more than any Call of Duty out there. You know, the franchise is a forever type of game. Literally. So, supporting Battlefield 6 for as long as possible, they can. It can last for a really long time and still can be fun and all that kind of stuff. So add all your maps and everything, and just assure me that, hey, everything I buy or whatever any player gets anything in this game will be there for you to use for the next 3-4 years. You know.
Yeah.
Just assure me that. So And this roadmap for Battlefield 6 for this year looks fantastic. And if they can continue for the next couple of years, just keep going. Just keep going, you know? And when the next game comes out, why not just do like an expansion to that game? You know?
Exactly.
Do that kind of expansion.
Another thing that's an issue with Battlefield is that they don't have consistent quality between the releases, right? Or not between the releases, right? You had Battlefield 2042 that was just horrible, especially with live service support, right? So they need to prove that they can have a live service where they offer good content and interaction with the community. Yeah.
Well, let's hope they continue. But I mean, so far, I don't think the live service for Battlefield 6 was bad. It's maybe lacking a little bit, but I don't think it was bad. Like people say, it's the worst thing ever. No, it's not.
You just 2042.
No, Battlefield 6. 2042 was horrible. Just like, no,
I mean, they are doing better than 2042. And
oh yeah, miles better.
I mean, I don't know what people expect sometimes.
Expectations sometimes are way too ridiculous. Listen, as soon as they, you know what's the problem? As soon as they release this roadmap, right? There was loads of people saying, well, they could maybe done 4 maps. So it's get higher every time they announce something. They announce something. Okay, we're gonna have 2-3 maps every season. All right, cool. Why not 4 maps? They've been bitching that the seasons only have 2. Why not have 3? Okay, we're gonna have 3. So why not have 4? You know, the expectations go fucking high every fucking time they announce something. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I still don't know why people have these high expectations as well.
The Battlefield community is ridiculous sometimes. Way out of line, if you ask me. Like, reading Reddit is... No.
Listen, Reddit is not representative of the average user. I'm gonna tell you that.
No, but it's just like... But then you read the PC gaming article, I'm like, no, you don't understand how the franchise works. You know? Then you read the articles like that, I'm like, someone writes these articles, so that means there's some truth what the Reddit is saying, that some people think the same way as Reddit, unfortunately. You know, when I have 4 maps, Jesus Christ, just be happy they even listened to you and gave you an extra map on top. You know, why can't we have 5 maps or 6 maps? Or like, yeah, man, sure. It's like, let's be a bit realistic here.
I mean, I still think that premium was superior. You got more content for your money, but you know that's another.
See, the idea of premium is not a bad idea as long as it doesn't put the maps and content behind the paywall. Battlefield Pro is technically premium, but it's lacking. I do agree. It needs something more.
You know, I kind of disagree with maps locked behind. I mean, it doesn't work nowadays anymore because everyone does live service and free content.
Well,
but
expectation
back in the days
now,
it worked, you know.
People not gonna buy expansion packs these days.
Tell that me.
Mm-hmm. Like, for example, you do know how many people owned premium back in Battlefield 1? You know what's the percentage?
I have no idea.
1.6.
Damn, but the servers with the maps were all filled though.
For a couple of weeks after that, it died.
Really?
Until EA had to give away the packs for free.
Remember
they were giving like months late, like no, not months, like a year later, they were giving away packs for free.
I don't remember that, but like I said, you don't have to tell that me. I buy a WoW expansion for $80 every 2 years. So.
Yeah, but WoW stays there forever.
And I pay a subscription every month.
Yeah, at least WoW is not gonna go. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
it's still there.
It's true. Yes.
The game you played 10 years ago, it's still there.
I mean, it doesn't play like back then, but yeah.
Well, yeah, of course, but you know what I mean. Not your progress is not lost.
Yeah, that's true. I just wish that it wasn't owned by Microsoft.
I actually keep forgetting that I forget Microsoft owns WoW now. Fuck me. I actually forgot. I know I already accept the fact that Microsoft owns Call of Duty, but I completely forgot they own WoW too. Jeez.
I wish. I mean, this is off topic now, but we're finished soon anyway.
Yeah,
so I
let's end it here.
I really wish that Blizzard was an independent developer. I mean, they kind of shot themselves in the foot back then anyways with, I think it was Vivendi and Activision, and you know, that they shot themselves in the foot. They didn't need that, but I don't know business, but the CEO back then, Mike Morhaime, he made his own publishing studio now. And do you know Jeff Kaplan by chance? The guy who was,
Made
I think, game director for Overwatch? Yes.
Yeah.
He was.
I was
Yeah, he
listening.
was-
I was listening to the interview that he did recently. The
Yeah.
4 hour. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was also in charge in World of Warcraft, right? And he makes his new game now, and guess who publishes it? The back then the CEO of the old CEO of Blizzard, his new publishing company.
Oh, really?
He's publishing Jeff Kaplan's new game.
Okay.
So, and also I'm looking forward to it. I've watched some streams of the Legends of California, and it looks actually pretty fun.
Okay. I mean, I love the fact that as soon as he left Blizzard, he just unhinged as fuck and tells you how he is, which I kind of appreciate.
I mean, he did leave a couple of years ago, and he is
do appreciate
definitely
that.
using his reappearance to advertise his new game.
Well, yeah,
which,
obviously.
You know, no
Obviously.
blame, but you know, he's been quiet for I think 4 years.
And it comes in and drops bombs. I kind of love that.
I've actually Googled him a couple of times over the past years because I was actually curious what he was doing, because he was a really nice guy, you know.
Mm. But yeah, I just find it funny. All right, has been anything you want to say?
I am expecting a Steam gift soon.
Ah. I'll give you a subscription for a month.
That's fine by me.
Hmm.
But if you give me a subscription for a month, do it after the 11th of May.
That's a birthday gift.
I already had birthday,
Yeah.
but I have exams in 3 weeks, and that's the only thing that I will probably do now is studying.
11th
Next to
of
playing
May.
WoW,
Oh,
of course.
that's okay, Monday. Okay, sure. You know what? Maybe we can organize something.
Sure.
But I remember that Mattia gifted you fucking Modern Warfare and you barely played with us.
I played. I
Barely.
have over 100 hours in Modern Warfare. What are you talking about?
Barely.
What are you talking about?
You
No.
can-
Let me check now. The viewers have to know. Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 1. Doesn't tell me
Yeah.
anything, like I have never played it.
Oh, did you know the game is on sale for £5 on Steam? €5.
Which game?
The original Modern Warfare. The 2019 Modern Warfare.
I did not know, but I can tell you I have almost 300 hours in Call of Duty.
Well, most
They
of us
don't
have.
show. They don't show playtime on the second and third. Wait, I have it on Battle.net. I have Modern Warfare 1 on Battle.net. Where do you see the playtime there? Probably you don't.
You do somewhere, I don't remember where.
Doesn't matter.
That's my. Anyway, any closing thoughts? About
No,
Battlefield?
not really.
Because it's still a Battlefield podcast.
I mean,
Nothing.
I guess with the shutdown of Hardline, a strange era kind of ends for the console players. And whenever I will get around playing Battlefield 6, I will probably join again for the podcast and give my opinion on it, I guess. And I still wish that they will have success with the game and future games, because it's still a franchise that's dear to my heart, even though I'm not playing anymore. Also, Mirror's Edge, thanks.
All right. Okay, I got nothing else. Yeah. Hardline, I did not like Hardline, but I appreciate what it tried to be, I guess. Alright, and Battlefield 6 roadmap looks juicy, but we'll talk about it in the next episode.
That I agree.
We'll talk about it in the next episode. Okay, on that note, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for, if you're still listening an hour later, thank you so much. Subscribe to Patreon, patreon.com/TheLankySoldier for extra episodes, behind the scenes, early access, everything that your heart desires. Maybe we can support Andreas' new purchase for Battlefield 6. You know, subscribe to Patreon. And yeah, that's guys. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for everything. Interact with us. Join our Discord as usual. Everything's in the description. Everything's in the links and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. Andre, you want to say something?
Subscribe to Patreon.
Okay. Alright. Thank you guys for everything. We'll see you in the next one.